Hey guys and girls, Chris and I are out here on a great spring day. All of you guys out there that's watching on YouTube, we appreciate you being there. If you haven't subscribed to Jimmy Houston Outdoors, be sure to subscribe, because watch the rest of this video. We're going to smoke them. We're going to smoke them. We really are. Haven't caught one yet, but I promise you we're getting ready to. Saw a big one jump back there a minute ago. Chased something up on top of the water. We couldn't get him to bite. But this is the kind of days that you live for right here. Water temperature is above 60. As a matter of fact, it's 63.3. 63. It just shot up there, where this is supposed to be the hottest day of the year in Oklahoma so far, the hottest day. So we're going to catch a lot of fish and have a lot of fun. Oh, there's a fish right there, baby. There's our first fish of the day. Did he come off? No, he didn't come off. He swam at the boat. It's a good start right there. Chris and I have an incredible spring day. I mean, an incredible spring day out here. Chris started out with a spinnerbait. I started out with an American Original Deep Smoothie. A bait made in America. We should be buying only baits made in America. The way I look at it. Oh, that's a good start right there. I mean, a great start. You have to kind of be a little careful with that mouthful of hooks. And boy, he's got them. He's got them all in his face. Look at that. Well, how about, that's the way to do it. Did you see that just fell out? He had like 4 hooks in him. Ended up only 1. That's a good way to start. We got a great spring day. We don't know what we can catch them on. Honestly, to be perfectly honest, we should be able to catch them on a lot of stuff. Chris is throwing a Jimmy Houston spinnerbait back there. I caught that on American Original. But this is one of those kind of days. The water temperature, 63.36, 63 degrees, 63 degree water. It wasn't but just a little while ago that this water was down in the 40s. So something big jumped over there.
I saw that.
Something hit something over there, didn't it? There's one.
You got another one?
I got another one.
You turkey.
Ow, 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 ow. Bill, I'm a turkey, huh? Ooh, that's a nice fish. Look at that fish. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a big female there. Big old female. Look at her belly. That's a good looking fish right there. Oh, getting this boat, baby doll. She's hooked completely outside of the mouth. See that? Completely outside of the mouth. There's a big pretty fish right there. Get all my hooks out of her. Well, she was hooked though. Turn loose the bait, girl. She said, I want to just as bad as you do, Jimmy. Because I know you're going to turn me loose. And you're right, I am. Look at the belly on that. And that's the kind of fish you want to catch in the springtime. See that big broad belly? That's a girl bass right there. I'm talking a girl bass. I love them. I love them, I love them, I love them.
Got one.
You got one? You got one. Oh, you got a crappie. Oh, what'd you do? Pick up a roadrunner? Put it in the live well, babe.
I believe I will.
You believe you will? That's a male too. Yeah, let me get down there, and as soon as you get him unhooked, drop him in the live well, then I'll get down there and start your live well out. You give up on your spinnerbait and thought you'd catch some dinner, huh? Mm-hmm. That'd be a good deal. That'd be real good. That'd be just fine. How about that? How about that? Huh? All right, I turn that baby over on recirculate. Recirculate. Turn my aerator on. Turn the oxygen on. We're in business. Catch about 10 more of those. I'll get to eat some crappie fillets. That'd be pretty nice, wouldn't it? That's a big crappie.
I don't know if that's going to be a crappie or not.
I don't think it's a crappie either. Keep him away from my power poles.
Just going wherever he goes.
And the ladder. I got the ladder back there in case you fall out. You can get back in the boat. You got him? Oh, golly, honey. Bigger than ones I caught.
You gonna come get him?
We'll have to, aren't I?
Yep.
You're going to have to bring him up here to the front of the boat. I'm not coming back there. You got 20-pound test line on there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Golly, look at that. That's a 5-pound bass.
I think we might have to go to the house and get another spinning rod.
I may have to put my spinning rod on here in a minute. You keep doing that, babe. I might have to do that. I'm going to keep throwing what I'm throwing right now. Oh, there's one. Finally got another one on my crank plug. Oh, look what this is.
Wow.
Look what that is.
Holy moly.
Oh, big old male crappie. Big old male crappie. We're going to keep a few of these males. If it had been a female that size, a female of any size really, we would have turned it back. I really kind of hate to keep giant crappie, but until we get 10, I think we're going to keep them. That's a huge crappie right there. That's a really big crappie. But that's a male crappie. It's a black crappie. See how dark it is? And of course, it's so dark too because they're getting ready to spawn. Put it in this box back here. All right, you got it ready for me, baby. Yes! Spinnerbait bass.
Well, he's not as big as he looked.
He's been in your pole. You just gonna lift him in? You can
No.
handle that one.
No.
Chris can't really move around very well back there because she fell. I did not push her down. She fell. I don't know, he's a little bit bigger. Lift in. Dang, come on. She, look at that. You barely had that. I mean, you talk about barely catching a fish. I mean, you barely had it.
He came out
Look
on
at
those
that right
cedar
there.
trees.
That's a pretty fish right there. She finally caught a spinnerbait fish. That's her first one. I'm glad she's catching some. I need to go ahead and catch a few more. I was feeling real guilty there for a while.
Yeah.
I was. All right. I'm gonna get my. Let me get
He
that.
clobbered that thing.
Okay.
Oops. Runaway boat.
Oh, that was gorgeous. I had that much line out, Chris. I mean, it's the smallest one we caught. I had a foot of line out. I saw him coming. I just sort of slowed down a little bit. Oh, big old male. Chris talked me into putting the spinnerbait on. She caught that last one on it. But just a nice male, big old long fish. We got up here in the back end of a creek. There ought to be some fish back in this creek right now. In fact, there ought to be several back in here. We'll find out. We'll work our way back through here and see if we can't find an area. This is the kind of places we always go look in the springtime. A lot, no matter where we go. Go just as far back in the pockets as you can go. Go just as far up the rivers as you can go. Fish as shallow as you can possibly fish. I was hoping we might run into some dingy water up here in one of these creeks, but that hadn't happened yet. But it could. Everything is just dramatic. Oh, how big is that one? He sounded like a giant.
He's not.
He's not.
That was his first trip to the top.
That was pretty though,
His
wasn't
second
it?
trip to the top.
One thing about it, you get a bite in this clear water, it's really special. It's just hard to get a bite in this clear water. We're using probably a little bit too big of spinnerbaits. We probably ought to move to a smaller one, don't you think, babe?
I think so.
Maybe a little round blade instead of these big willow leaves.
Well, it's so brightly colored, he almost looks like a spotted bass.
Let's see. Yeah, it's not. There's no teeth on the tongue, is there?
No.
It's a pretty largemouth. Oh, boy, that got it as soon as it hit the water. I mean, as soon as it hit the water. The instant it hit. Not a big one, but not bad. It land up on a shady bank. Oh yeah, nice fish. Hey, nice one. That's a male right there. It's a good sized male though. We're catching both, males and females. That's a good sized male right there. He was laying right on that bluff. Chris and I kind of changed our mode of operation here a little bit, see what might happen. We've got off the back ends of those creeks where we didn't do anywhere near as good as we thought we would do. We found one early this morning that we caught quite a few fish, but they were small. And then this afternoon we've hit quite a few of those creeks and really just one or two fish in the pocket and back in the end, that's been it. Oh, there's another one. They're on that bluff. Yeah, he's a nice one. Yeah, that is right on the bank. I guarantee you, I didn't crank that thing twice. He ate that legend spinnerbait. There's another one with him. Look at there, a bigger one. Throw your bait right there. He ran off. He ran off. A lot of them in pairs. A lot of them in pairs this time of the year. Oh man, sugar bear. Look there, he's hooked underneath the jaw. That's a nice fish right there. That's a big fat girl. Big fat girl bass. Don't have to retie. I've been in so much moss and junk. I'll retie. What I tie on a spinnerbait is a Jimmy Houston knot. It's a very easy knot to tie. It's a pure 100% knot. Your line will always break before the knot breaks. Cut me off about a foot of line. I'm going to use up a little bit more line here by getting a pretty good piece of line, doubling the line, running the double line through the eye of the hook. Just a bend right there. Drop it down, not holding it. I got this laying on my left finger, come over that finger, underneath that finger, wrap it 4 times around both double line. 2, 3, 4. See that little bitty loop right there? That little bitty loop right there. I'm gonna go back through that loop with the tag in. Wet it down to keep it from burning when you cinch it. Cinch it down. Pull that knot right there to pretty it up a little bit. You got a real nice, pretty 100% Jimmy Houston knot. Take your cutters. Trim that baby off. Okay. Don't even turn the reel handle before they bite. This small one, but a nice one. Legend spinnerbait springtime bass. That's what I'm talking about. Eee. That's the way you do it out there, fish brain friends. Get you a spinnerbait, find you some shady spots in the springtime, late in the evening, right the last 2 hours before dark. That's the very best time in the world to fish. I'm throwing a big tandem willow leaf. I think that you probably might have a little bit more success if you've got a little dingy water. I got a Jimmy Houston Legend spinnerbait there, big tandem willow leaf, 1/2 ounce. Might have a little bit better success if you got a little dingy water with a round blade, but that blade right there will catch them. The fish are going to be close to the bank. They're getting in close to the bank. And the water temperature's up in the high 60s, and the fish are getting ready to spawn. They're not spawning yet. But wherever you are, if you can find some of the steeper banks, get in on those steeper banks where you got a lot of rocks, the fish are going to be laying right up against it. One of the things about steep banks in the springtime is that the fish don't have to move very far to get right up there to where to get shallow water. You know, these fish, just like right here, I'm in 23 foot of water, and I'm just barely away from the bank, not even a boat length away from the bank probably. And you get in those fish, they can move just a little bit and they'll be right on the bank. The bluff type areas early in the year will pay off, especially if you can find a place that's got a little shade. This has got both. It's got a little bit of shade, it's got a little bit of, did you get it? Golly.
You rascal.
You rascal. Get off of that tree. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I was in close to the bank there getting Chris unhung.
You haven't got Chris unhung yet.
Yeah. I got too many rods laying up here. Oh, man. That is a beauty right there. Look at that fish. That is a beauty, man. Look at that baby. That's a big fat girl right there. She's getting ready to make babies. We've been talking about those fish. Chris, I know I said something about they jumped up on the bank. That was just a literal figure of speech. I really didn't mean that. You see all these rocks here, although they're big kind of they're not big chunk rocks, but they're kind of gravel rocks. They're not pea gravel. They're bigger than that. You see that? That's one of the reasons that there's a lot of fish along this bluff right here, is because of that gravel. That gravel goes on down in the water, makes a real good hard bottom.
Careful, man. It's gonna pop on you.
Get the boat over just a little bit more.
Don't get the hook in your finger. Thank you.
There you go.
I don't want to fish that anymore.
You get to count that one because I caught that one because I was up here close.
I don't need any.
I just throw it up there and parallel that bank like that because they're laying right on the bank. Golly, that was gorgeous. I mean, that was gorgeous. Oh, you got one too. Oh, we got a dubs right there. Got doubles. How big's yours? Mine's a big one. Oh, yours a good one too. Oh, yours is bigger than mine. Don't even get in that tree. Don't even get in that tree. Don't even get in that tree. George of the jungle. Look out for that tree. Look out for that tree. Look out for that tree. Woohoo! Ha ha! Looky there, mine's bigger.
I don't think so.
Huh? Get your spinnerbait. No, that's my spinnerbait you're taking out of his mouth. Woo! Look at there, mine's bigger. Mine's bigger. What do you think you tell? Tell her mine and Chris's. Mine and Chris's.
Mine, mine.
Which one's yours?
You probably switched on me.
Okay, don't be making any nasty comments. This is Chris's. This is mine.
Are you telling the truth? I'm not watching.
Hers is bigger. Two big pretty girls. Reminds me back when I was in... That don't remind me of nothing.
Careful.
I hope you enjoyed that video. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that little bell so it'll ding and remind you, and you'll never miss a Jimmy Houston Outdoors video. Thanks a bunch, guys and gals.